everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you this little doodle I made testing out my brand new Copic markers that I got. Because as you can see at the beginning, I got a bunch of refills because a lot of my especially Copics I use a lot were totally going dry, and so I scoured the internet looking for replacements, which was a lot harder than you would think. But I finally did find a really great business online, and they have a physical store that had everything I need. And I also got some new goodies, such as 10 brand new Copic marker shades and my first ever sketchbook of marker paper. So just a little shout out to the place that I purchased all these things from. I'm not sponsored by them, but I think they deserve the shout out anyway, and that is the Mary Artists. I'll go ahead and I'll leave a link to them down below. But if you're definitely in the market looking for any sort of Copic marker materials or new Copics, I would definitely highly recommend checking them out because they had pretty much everything I was looking for at really good prices. But anyway, so I asked my peeps over on Instagram what I should doodle to test out all of my new supplies. And so I posed a poll in my Instagram stories. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, there will be a link to that down below because I'm always throwing out polls like this and asking for recommendations and just general life updates. So it was between sketching out a little mermaid or one of my unicorn people that I tend to sketch a lot. It was a really close tie, almost a tie, but in the end, the unicorn person won out. So I decided to sketch these two little characters. I really like both of them, and how that I've finally colored them, I definitely have some ideas for the story behind them, and they might pop up again. We shall see. But I was very nervous about using the marker paper in particular because I've never used it before, and it's just so incredibly smooth, which is something I'm personally not very used to because I normally use Canson mixed media paper or watercolor paper, and both of those have a tooth to them, so they're not very smooth. So this was a very kind of nerve-wracking thing to do. I will say that sketching with pencil was totally fine, but when it came to inking, this is where I'll definitely need to improve more when it comes to using this paper because my microns just flow so quickly on the paper. So some of my line work, if I'm not slowing down, will get a bit scratchy, which I don't personally like very much unless that's what I'm going for, which wasn't necessarily the case on some parts of this sketch. But since it was just a non-serious doodle just to see what would happen with these new colors, I didn't worry about it too much. As far as the colors that I'm using, I said I got 10 new colors, which include E13 light suntan, R20 blush, YG01 green Bryce, I'm not sure how you say that one, but it's in the really nice color. E18 copper, E11 barley beige, E37 sepia, YG05 salad, YR07 cadmium orange, E15 dark suntan, and G12 sea green. So this time around when I got these Copics, I was mainly looking for skin tones to really open up my range, and then a couple brighter shades that I don't tend to use as often. I have a lot of pastel shades, so that was something I was looking for, but keeping it within range to what I already have so things could blend nicely. So I primarily used all of my new shades on these two characters, but I did end up using a couple of my older Copic markers just to sort of add in and help with the blending with certain things. And then I also, at the very end, I tried out some of my Prismacolors because that's what I have for my gray shades right now, and those work pretty well too. In general, I'm very happy with this marker paper, and I'm really excited to use it more because the Copics they really do blend really fantastic. Who would have thought marker paper would be great for markers? Who would have guessed? But I really liked it. And I was also really happy with the girl character. You normally, when I do my skin shades for my characters, I will add like a gray or maybe even a purple or blue, something for the shadows. This time around, I kind of avoided that just because I had put down these darker shades first and I hadn't pre-tested what that would look like layering like one of my grays on top, because sometimes that tends to like mess up the darker shade, like it kind of washes it out, does some weird stuff. So I'll have to test that out again and see what happens. But I avoided that with this because I was so happy with how evenly the skin tone blended anyway. And I was just really excited to play around with these sort of darker skin shades and warmer skin tones than I normally do on my characters. Other than that, probably one of my favorite color combinations that I did on these characters would be his hair, which you'll see later on. I used a combination of the salad and the green Bryce, and then my yellow green that I already have, which is like a YG, YG03, which is yellow green in the Copic range. So those three, if you really want a very like saturated, vibrant green on anything, whether that be like foliage or crazy colored hair, I definitely recommend that. It's a lot of fun to mix those. But in general, I'm pretty happy with these, and I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this. I will be doing another marker illustration coming up soon, because another poll that I posed on my Instagram was whether or not I should do a 3 marker challenge or a 3 watercolor challenge. I will eventually do the 3 watercolor challenge just because I think it's really interesting, but overall, everybody wanted to see the 3 marker challenge, which I have done in the past, but I've never done a video of it on my channel. So that will be coming in the following weeks, or possibly a second video during the week. I do eventually want to start posting 2 videos a week, but with my current schedule, it's a little bit difficult to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video and seeing how these characters come along. And please let me know if you guys want to see these characters again. Maybe even pose some suggestions for names down in the comments. So yeah, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys.